It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. You're live with Expresso as all of us broach the 21 days of lockdown, kicking off midnight on Thursday. Obviously, the coronavirus dominating all news, all elements of life. Many people have been wondering how to conduct daily living while still practicing social distancing. And that's going to be ramped up to a whole new level. So this has led to questions around how to make sure we get the things that we need to get through the coming weeks. We're crossing back now to Toloa in Johannesburg to find out how to do so responsibly.
A very good morning to you, Expresso family. We are coming to you live from Johannesburg this morning, talking about the coronavirus and the impact that it's having on the retail sector. And joining me is food scientist Nnyane Rantlhaku to unpack that angle for us a little bit further. Nnyane, again, welcome to Expresso and thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you, King.
Now, in light of the coronavirus and from a manufacturer point of view, how is it being made sure that food is reaching our shelves to us in the best of standards?
Okay, thank you for the question. Food manufacturers, they have standards. So South Africa actually legislation focusing on the food industry has different types of standards, and those standards, they ensure that as food manufacturers, they manufacture their food in a safe manner. And that's why there is laboratories like your RannSa laboratory ensuring that each and every time when there's a batch that is manufactured in the plant, it has been tested for different types of bacteria, ensuring that we as consumers, when you consume whatever food product that you would be consuming, it's safe and it's also of good quality. So there's already international standards that are already in place. Our food processors, our quality controllers, they're right now working 24/7 in our food manufacturers, and we should definitely applaud them for such a great job, because they're ensuring that we will forever have food on our shelves. So there's the standards that are put in place by our international standards. For example, your ISO standards, your ISO 22000, your HACCP mainly they focus on hazard that you might find in your food manufacturers. So we are currently safe. That's what I can say.
I mean, in light of that and talking about that, I mean, food is likely to be contaminated from fruits to veggies to meat. How are we ensuring that this does not happen in our stores, in our shops, in our homes even?
Okay, so basically the food microorganisms that you would find in your meat, so you are likely to kill them when you cook them. That's why we advise our viewers that when you cook your meat products, you need to make sure that they are within the right temperatures when you cook them. And with that being said, when you are packing your food from the shelves, you need to make sure that you don't mix your fruits and vegetables with your meat, because with your meat they have chances of being killed, the microorganisms being killed. But with a fresh fruit or a fresh vegetables, there's less chances of it being the microorganisms being killed. So with that being said, we should make sure that we separate when we put our food products in our shelves, I mean in our fridge as rather. That's why even on our shelves, I'm very happy that our food shops, they actually separate your fruits, your frozen product. And also when we buy these frozen product, make sure that you pack them as quickly as you can. But before packing them, make sure that you sanitize them. You clean your fruits or your vegetables with water that is mixed with salt. Salt, it being a preservative, making sure that it's not in contact. Your food is not in contact with the pathogens that could make you sick.
I mean, this pandemic has seen alternative methods of shopping, such as online shopping, being on the rise. But in that, or with that rather, there are risks involved and advantages. What are some of those?
Okay, so some of the risks that we have observed is the fact that we need to be vigilant when we're doing online shopping, because there's a lot of scammers that would want to take your money, and you need to make sure that the site that you're using is reputable. It's a reputable site, and also don't panic buy. Still, we still say do not panic buy, because you don't want to buy a product and then when it comes to your household, it will be off, or maybe it will be expiring in the next 2 weeks. So we need to we check your best before, know much about the product that you are buying as well, and mainly don't panic buy, because when you panic buy, you're also putting the food manufacturers under pressure. So and also, I mean, rather do online shopping versus physical, because we're trying to do self-isolation, making sure that we're not in contact as much as possible. So online shopping is the best. And I think that we should not also forget our informal traders. As much as our go, they're selling their fruits down there at the taxi ranks, I think those who are good with 4IR can help the informal traders to actually put their products on this online platform, so that as Gogo urekisa all these food products for kids, for her family, they can also have something also on the table. We should also be, practice humanity as well.
Absolutely. It's all about helping each other and working together in order to curb the scourge. Nnyane, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you this morning.
Thank you.
We look forward to having you again on the show, hopefully discussing a lighter issue.
Yes.
That was food scientist Nnyane Rantlhaku chatting to us a little bit more about how this corona pandemic is impacting the food sector, and lots of learnings to take away from this conversation. It's back to you guys in Cape Town for now.